I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, back with you today for another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video series in which I tell you a little bit about what you can read the next morning in the print Peru Tribune and what you can read online that night at perutribune.com. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, so I'll be telling you a little bit what you can read in the January 24th paper on Friday morning or online tonight. On our lead story, Chad Abshire has a report for us from Miami Circuit Court. He was there Thursday morning listening to court proceedings, including one for Carl Wickstrom. Wickstrom stands accused of sexually molesting two 13-year-old girls, and he now has a new trial date set that's going to be in May. Hope you'll take a look at that story and keep up on some of the things going on with his trial, and also look for the gavel inside the paper and online. Definitely online, perhaps not inside the paper depending on how much space we have, to find out everything that happened in Miami Circuit Court on Thursday morning. On our display story, I went last night to St. Charles Borromeo Church, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, here in Peru for a Rosary for the Unborn. This was a service in which they protested the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision more than 40 years ago. Talked a little bit about how they oppose abortion, and really had a lot of interesting things to say. So I hope folks will take a look at that. Get to see a part of our community that I think a lot of the time is neglected. At the bottom of A1, we have two stories, both from Eric Stoff, both related to the Mechanical board meeting on Wednesday night that Eric attended. The first is on school closings. I talked to Chuck Brimberry out of Peru, and Eric listened to the board. We tried to get in touch with North Miami, but we're not able to find out how they're dealing with the continued closures of the schools. They closed again today because of extreme cold, and they've closed a lot this semester, including the whole first week of the semester that was planned after that big snowstorm in early January. So they're starting to look at adding days to the end of the year. Mechanical might even take some time out of their inner session, so hope all the parents will take a look at that article and find out what they're in for. Finally, Eric has a report from that board meeting. They talked a little bit at that meeting about their buildings and about new classes coming to Mac High. Really exciting stuff for Mechanical parents, so I hope you take a look there. On our sports page, Nick Roby had two stories for us. He was able to use some of the discussion at the Mechanical board meeting on Wednesday night for an update on conference realignment. Peru and Mechanical, as we've reported before, have been invited to the Three Rivers Conference after Eastern and Taylor decided to leave the Mid-Indiana Conference before the 2015-16 season. We have some comments from board members and got in touch with Brian Strong over at Peru again to find out where their heads are at. They have until April 1st to reply to the TRC and let them know if they're coming. The other story Nick worked on was basketball preview, looking at all three of our boys basketball teams that are going to be in action on Friday night. Peru is going on the road, as is Mechanical in conference games, and North Miami will host Wabash in a conference clash as well. As always, you can find all those stories in tomorrow's print Peru Tribune. You can find them online tonight at perutribune.com, and you can find links to them at our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. You can also find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Stay warm and have a great Friday.